How many of you are holding on to anger, resentment, pain? Free yourself from this negativity. I'm going to give you why. The power of forgiveness is important to live in a happy, healthy life. Number one, emotional freedom. Holding on to grudges keeps you stuck in the past, which prevents you from moving forward. You are not your past. Stop looking back because you're not going that way. Free yourself. You owe it to yourself. Don't make someone who doesn't even care about what you're holding on to have a great life, but then you're risking failing yourself, your loved ones, because you're holding on to something that doesn't actually matter. Now, you don't have to forget, but just let go so you can move forward in life and become the best version of yourself. Too. It allows you to grow. Anger stunts your growth. It keeps you small. It keeps you in that low vibrational energy. When you forgive, it makes you learn resistance, resilience. It helps you to mature, to understand perspective. You're basically allowing water and the right nutrients to come into you, which allows you to become a better person, a more stronger person, a more wiser person. And then if you do have a family or loved ones, you can then share that, helping those around you to grow and get you out of this low negative vibrational energy. I know very little negative people, but the negative people that I do know, they don't have a good life. I don't know one angry person who has a good life. The people that I know, they're very strong in faith. They don't forget. They're not pushovers. Don't get me wrong. You cannot bully these people. If you try to bully these people, that will probably be the last thing you do. But they don't hold on to anger. They're willing to let things go in order for them to grow. And these people have amazing lives, go on amazing holidays, have an amazing family. They're just prospering. I mean, they're engulfed in positive energy. How can you not thrive in positive energy? So let go so you can grow. Number three, it boosts mental and physical health. Study shows that forgiveness lowers blood pressure and also lowers the risk of heart diseases. Don't you see angry people who never forgive and just miserable have the most issues with them? And honestly, like, there's been times where there's people with road rage. I do something by mistake. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then it's like, rah, 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 rah. But when you look at them and you look at their vehicle, you're like, damn, this person is going through a lot. That's why they were so easily triggered. They were just so negative, so angry. And then it makes them sick. I'm not laughing because they're sick, but I'm just laughing because it's just so obvious. But their anger just overclouds everything else. Like, there's so much information out there that shows you that happy, positive people have a better, live longer, have more of an abundant full life. There's so many books, so many studies out there. All you do is need to read. That's all you need to do is just read. But there's people that are out there that ignore everything. They think they're bright, even though they're having such a terrible life. and they cause themselves to go in an early grave and live in a miserable life. Imagine you only get what, 70, 80 years on this world, and you're gonna live it miserable? You're gonna live it holding on to things? What a way to live. What a way to live. Honestly, I pray whoever's holding out something, holding on to stuff that's killing them inside, I pray that you overcome it, that you learn to forgive so you can have a more healthier life. Number 4, it gives you control over your life. Do you know when you forgive, you take back control because you don't let someone's actions dictate your emotions. If you're one of those people who are holding on to something, who are angry, who are just resentful and just wants to revenge, they're just in that revenge mentality, even though they're not going to do it, they just think about it all over and all over. And when they think about that, that gets them into a low vibrational state. That might get them upset, angry, and their whole day is ruined. And then they repeat that cycle all over again. So, forgiven, you take control. What you did to me was wrong, but I'm not going to allow that to ruin my day, my week, my month, or my year, or my life. I have not forgotten, but I forgive you. Number 5, it strengthens your spiritual and emotional intelligence. Forgiveness teaches us empathy and patience, and it also teaches us a higher view of perspective. I haven't argued or gotten angry for a long time. I genuinely can't remember. And I've been in situations when people have done stuff in which they would probably trigger the normal person. I've had people cut me off on the roadside when I haven't done anything wrong. I've had people come in front of me, and I'm not a pushover. I know what I'm capable of. I don't want to risk all what I have for someone's stupidity. And when you have that perspective, you realize that those people could be having a bad day. That person who cut me off and gave me the finger, what if they just lost their job? That person who cut me off while I was going shopping, what if they just genuinely didn't see me and just went in front? Imagine if I let that get the best of me and turn it into a situation. Someone stepped on a brand new pair of shoes. But obviously, I'm not really materialistic. But what if I just reacted and just went crazy? But I just said, oh man, and the guy just said, oh snap, I'm so sorry. It's just a mistake. It's just a mistake. Sometimes people are just in their own world. But when you forgive, it elevates your perspective on life and situations. Because when you go through certain things, when you come across interactions, you realize that it's not your fault. And there's something going on in which you do not understand or realize at that moment in time. So it's never good to react. If you can forgive, forgive. Because it will work out better for both of you. And you get to live your life. How many people have ruined their life because of not forgiving or just reacting in the moment? Just read the news and you'll realize how many people just react. Lack of perspective, too much anger, vibrating in a low vibration or just consumed in negativity. And when you're consumed in negativity, do you think your life is going to go good? Really? Do you think your life is going to go good if you're consumed in negativity? People say to me, why are you so positive? Because my life is amazing. Because it's how I think and how I react to situations. I mean, it's common sense, but unfortunately, it's not common. So if you're holding on to something that's destroying you within, let it go for yourself, for your loved ones, for your future. Let it go so you can grow. Thank you for watching.